Alright guys, I'm at the front of the property. This is hurricane damage. We just came from way back there. I got my car as close as I could get it so I wouldn't have to carry the bucket so far. But we was way back there, 300 yards or so. Way over there, there's trees, pine trees. I don't know if you guys can see them. You can barely see the tops right there. That's the adjacent property to us. That is not ours. And that's where all the activity is coming from. Except for them strange lights that I got on the camera last week. There used to be a home on this property, a mobile home. They had an old shed right here, and it collapsed. I mean, there's trash all over this place. I've got to get it cleaned up. We hauled off, I forget how many loads. It's around 6 tons of garbage. They had water spigots and little fenced-in areas all over. There's a piece of a mobile home. The frame of it is over there in the floor. It had walls, and somebody stole all the metal off of them and off the roof, and everything collapsed. So I've got to get that cleaned up, and I'm going to try to use the frame to build us a trailer to haul our goats in. An enclosed trailer with windows they can see. But I'm going to go up here and go around. I don't like going this way. I get a very, very uneasy and creepy feeling in here. We avoid this side of the property just because of the strangeness. But about 90% of the time when we come up here, we'll get whistled at or growled or get this really weird ticking, like a tick, 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 like somebody tapping two things together, like two rocks or ball bearings or I don't know. It almost has a metallic sound. And this is our property. There's another corner pole. They had these areas fenced in just all over the place. Our property goes back that way some more. There's not much up there, it's very low field like it is right here where we're at. I'm second guessing going back here. I don't like going over here. But I'm armed. That's somewhat of a relief. Guys, I'm going to try to keep up with the comments now that we have a computer and I can actually get on the internet. I won't be able to respond to everyone. You know, our channel has grown substantially. And I don't have the free time to sit at the computer for, hours at a time to catch up with the comments. Alright, that is our north border, right there where the fence poles are. I don't know if it's better to be zoomed out like that where you can see more, or to be zoomed in. I guess we'll try it like this for a little bit. I can't do anything about the crunching. There's so many leaves on the ground. There's another tree down. Kim and I come up and check this. We just walk it every once in a while. It's probably been a month. And I do not remember that tree being on the ground there. It may have disease or something. Oh, it's a part of that one. That's a blackjack oak. They lose their leaves every fall. I guess it's dead. See if I can get through. Ow. Oh, my head. Oh, I can smell pine really strong right here. I know there's pine trees, but it's not that. It's like one of them has been cut or messed up. It's very strong pine. It may be deer. They may have come up here and rubbed on one of them. Yeah, that's real strong. Yeah, that just fell. It's got that little pine pinned under it. That's probably the smell. Okay. I want to show you guys. I've had several people email me. I guess they're from up north or a different country maybe, and they were asking about this stuff. This is goldenrod. It's a type of weed. It is poisonous to goats if they eat it. It can really mess them up. But for the honeybee farmers, that goldenrod makes some absolutely wonderful honey. And my brother Buddy, we go to church together. He owns a honeybee farm. And when we get honey from him, I try to always get goldenrod or holly honey. It is so good. Yeah, Buddy's got some. He's got some crazy activity on his property. I came up and interviewed him, and we did a walk around the property, and he's got caves on it. Just a lot of just high strangeness. And after I uploaded it, it had several hits. I mean, everybody really enjoyed the video, and he contacted me and he asked me to take it down, and so I did. I hate it when that happens, but I'm not going to disrespect anybody. They send an encounter in and we put it up, and even if it has 20 or 30,000 hits on it, if they call me and want me to remove it, I will. I hope nobody does that, but you know, people have their reasons. I don't know what it is, but there's the property line right there. There's a fence. We're just going to walk, excuse me, we're going to take a walk down the property line if I can get through it. The hurricane really worked this area over. We're getting really close to that property. That's where the big guys are, where them big pines are, back there in the background. You can see the pines way out there. These way out here. They come all the way down and they go all the way back. And that's the property. That's where I found those two deer heads that were sitting there and pointing away from each other. They were set up like a piece of art. And I can almost guarantee holy crap. Can y'all hear that? Alright guys, I'm probably gonna head back. I don't know if y'all could hear that or not. I've got the microphone pinned to my shirt up by my collar. But that was a lot of leaves breaking and limbs breaking. That was loud. It was right through there. Okay. Guys, I'm truly scared right now. I'm not going over there. I'm sorry. I'm not a Bigfoot investigator. I look for the evidence of where they've been and what they've done. I'm not looking for them. I'm going to go back up here. That really scared me. I'm trembling right now. And the bad thing is I can't see what it was. I'm not saying that that was one of the big guys, but that was loud. That was really, really loud. There was a lot of snapping and breaking. When it first started, I thought maybe a deer was going away from me, walking away from me, or two bucks were sparring, banging their horns together. But then I heard the actual fibers, the cracking of the limb. I'm trying not to shake this camera. I'm sorry if it's shaking. I don't hear it now. Oh, I hope y'all can hear that. It's moving. It's back here now. There's something over here too. I'm gonna go up here. I'm trying to avoid the leaves. I don't want to make any noise. I don't know what it is. We caught a bear on camera with her babies 3 or 4 years ago up here. We only got 2 pictures or 3 pictures of them. It wasn't many. But we never seen him again after that. Oh my gosh. Let me zoom that back in. I'm sorry. Lord, I hope y'all heard that. I hope the microphone picked it up. Jeez, now the wind's blowing. I don't want to make no noise on it. Guys, y'all forgive me if the camera gets a little jittery. I'm not watching the screen, I'm looking at the ground. I don't want to step on these leaves and make any noise. Shoot. Oh, Holy Spirit, send your protection over me. Please surround me in that armor of light. Place the most powerful angels around me. Swords at hand, ready for battle to stand, to defend me. Guys, what's really scaring me is today was one of the very few times I pulled up and I got out of the car and I did not say a prayer before I left the car. Very rare do I forget to pray. I did today. I prayed this morning, but not when I got here for protection. Oh, Lord, please let that sound be on the video. Shoot, I'm trying not to shake. That wasn't real loud. That could have been the wind. But if you walk through like waist-high bushes and it rubs on your pants leg, that's what that sounded like. Like somebody squeezed through some bushes. Let me keep the camera back. Guys, I'm absolutely trembling. As soon as I heard that, I thought at first it was just a dead limb falling from a tree, maybe, crackling as it was falling. But the fifth or sixth snap, it was very obvious that was not a limb falling. That was something either breaking stuff by hand or stepping on it and breaking them, but they were large cracks. Oh man. I don't want to go that way. There's so much crud right here. Let's see if I can get through this. Guys, it's hard to explain. This property makes me really nervous, and it affects Kim the same way. And we do a lot of walks in the woods to keep her, just to stay fit. I want to show you, hopefully you can see, it is really, really thick in here. I mean, you can't see much. Usually when we see something, it's just movement, like between the leaves. That was a pretty loud pop. I think I'm just hearing things now. It was right back there. It was where that loud cracking came from. There ain't no way to get through this without making noise. Crud. All this dead stuff is from the hurricane, all them dead trees. This property was absolutely beautiful when we first got it. I mean, look at all the trees down. It's horrible. But this is the stuff that has always happened here. Look at this tree right here. There's no reason for that tree to be laid down. We've had no storms since the hurricane. This tree is alive. There's limbs. Some of the needles are pointing down, which that tells me that the tree has not been laid here long. If it's been here a while, the needles will face upwards or climb to the sun. This is a pretty big tree. Just to blow over, look at that. That's probably 4 inches, maybe. A person ain't gonna pull that over. We've always had trees that are just, they'll fall over. There's no four-wheeler tracks. We don't allow four-wheelers. We don't allow people up here at all. Originally, it was just to stop the poaching. People were coming here killing the deer. I am a hunter. I do support hunting to feed your family. But we did not get this property to hunt it. This was going to be our home. Until all this crazy stuff started happening on it. And we decided against it. We're not going to bring our animals up here, and we're not going to move up here. I got a family, a wife and daughter, and then all of our animals I got to care for. And it would be absolutely foolish for me to move them up here. This tree right here, that was knocked down before Hurricane Michael. We had a little road that we would drive down through here. Holy mackerel. Gee whiz, there's a baby rabbit just run off, scared the dickens out of me. Whew. Where'd he go? The little bitty guy. He went up under there. Oh, gee whiz. I'm already on edge. our drive, that we had a road that we made to come back here, and it went down there. That's the reason there's only trees on the two sides. There's nothing in the middle. The very end of that, it's about 80 to 90 yards from me to the end of it, from right here. We would park right there, and I had another area down there that we had a mineral block, and we put the protein supplements out for the does, because all the does, the babies were just really poor. The mamas were poor. It was heartbreaking to see animals struggling to survive out here. There's not much nourishment in sand. And so we'd bring the truck up once a week, and we'd pull it straight down to the feeder, and we put feed out. We come up here for the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon, working on the property. We came up Friday, we put some feed out, and I brought the little lawn tractor, and we mowed all of this. We cut it all. Well, I came back Saturday morning with oats and some tetraploid ryegrass to put out to get it to grow. They got a green field, and these daggum trees were laid over. We couldn't drive the truck down. And I did not bring my chainsaw, but we had no storm at all. There was no rain, no winds, no nothing. And it was right around October, the beginning of October. And they were just laid over. Both of them. They're not broke, they're just laid over. And I ended up, we made a road. We came around this way, and we used it until Hurricane Michael. The hurricane pushed these over. I do not want to go through here. Gee whiz. Right straight that way is where that loud breaking sound was coming from. I do not have my snake boots on, which I think it's almost 50 degrees now. And this is part of what you deal with when you have these big creatures, these big fellas coming around your property. And if you guys don't know, I know a lot of you new people that have joined our family here. We're thankful and grateful to have you. God bless you. But we have several of us who have channels here connected. We're family through Christ. And my brother Mark, he's got the channel Livewire. It's one word, Livewire. Now, Mark, he has a lot of activity on his property that he documents. The 4 cameras that are at my house, the game cameras, Mark sent those to me. And he told me to put them up on the side that we were having the activity, in which I did. We didn't get much in pictures. I got a few things, but it could have been anything. But the activity stopped. They do not like them game cameras. And the game camera I showed you earlier on this video that I got set up down there, it's an old one. And so the light's not bright on it at all. This is the old road where I had to make the new road because the trees were pushed over, and we would drive down through there. But anyhow, that game camera, the lights there's not much to it, to the light on it. And we put it up before, but it really didn't help. And then Brother Mark sent me those. And if you ever want to see Sorry, I thought I heard something. If you ever want to see how bright your game camera is, just mount one facing one direction and then aim another one at it from the side, and then just walk in front of it at night, set it off, and you'll see the flash. You'll be able to see how bright it is. And I think Mark had told me how to do that. I don't remember. I'm thinking it was Mark. On them pictures I posted yesterday showing you guys that weird light, and I was explaining that there's no power out here. I want to show you guys. There used to be a mobile home, used to sit right here. We found the concrete and the little pads that they sat it on, and the other one is back over there in that growth. And the power box, doggone it, everything's scaring me. There's the power box right there. And this right here is the septic tank. We marked it, and we had to find it. But there's no electricity on that box. We have no power out here at all. When we first got the property back over here, somewhere right back over there, about where this tree is laid down, that dead tree, about 30 yards or so past it, there's an oak tree that was pushed over. And that's due east, the way I'm aiming the camera. The oak tree was facing southwest, and one of the Bigfoot channels on YouTube was talking about those trees are trails. They'll bend a tree, and if you follow the top end of it, it'll take you to another one. Well, we came out, me and my nephew, and we followed it. We get right over here, there's another tree pushed over, and these trees are alive, and it's pointing southwest. And we walked over there. There's 5 of them that were pushed over, going the same direction, pointing the same direction, in line with each other. And then the last one was that great big pine I showed you earlier in this video that was twisted off. So it's there may be some validity to it being a trail. This is what it's cold out here. That white bucket has water in it. We bring the goats up here sometimes. I put a well pump on it, a hand pump, and so we can pump water so the goats have drinking water. And there's the mobile trailer that was left here. It's just a pile of rubble now, but it's got a good frame on it, a steel frame. The trailer, according to the property records, the trailer is I think it's a 1970 model. I don't remember the name. And then the one that was over here was a 2002 model. That one got repossessed, but the old one was paid for. And you guys, you welders, metal workers, let me know if y'all think that I could use the frame of that trailer house to make me a flatbed to haul my tractor. It's a small tractor, 4,400 pounds, and that's with the mower on it and the front end loader. And this is trash. there was trash piles like this all over the property. I don't think they had garbage pickup, and so they just dumped it. It's all over. We hauled so many trailer loads of this off. It was a lot of, we averaged around 2,700 to 3,000 pounds each load. But there's so much going on since my son passed away. I don't have the help that I once had. And so I don't get a lot of free time. Guys, I'm back at the car. I just wanted to come up here today, Tuesday, and check on the camera, see what was on it. There are a lot of photographs on the camera. It's probably mostly deer. Let me shut that. Sorry about the beeping. But there's 968 photographs, pictures on that camera, and I'm going to go through them throughout the day. I'll do a little at a time in between chores. And if there's any more of them strange anomalies on it, I'll post it. If there's a lot of them on it, I may just do a slideshow, a little animated slideshow, and post it to where you guys can see what we're getting on it. We've caught, a couple of years ago, we caught a figure that looks like an angel. The little glass and ceramic figurines they have of the little girl, angel, with her wings kind of folded in, but real tall, up a little bit above her head. One of them looked like the wings were like that. He was standing right in front of the camera, but there was not a defined outline. It looked like it was made out of light, but it was just beautiful colors, blues, purples, golds, greens, everything you can imagine. And the second one was I had two cameras up here, and the other one got destroyed. But the second photograph was on the other camera, the second camera. And that one, it looked like the wings were spread out like he was fixing to fly. It was bizarre. But it was, everybody I showed the picture to right away said that is an angel. I don't know. I don't know if angels really do have wings. I have no idea. But through God, all things are possible. So don't doubt anything. Just wonder and be amazed at His creation, and hopefully we don't have to deal with the dark one's creation. We all have a good day. Thank you for joining me today. I know this video is going to be all just a bunch of nonsense, and y'all get to see me get scared again. I hope the sound was picked up. The tree breaking and snapping. It was back there. We were coming in. Well, we came in from over here. We walked and walked, and we got all the way back there, almost on that property line, and that's when all that snapping and cracking started. And I got scared and left. I don't like that, but it's that property over there, the adjacent property, where the big fellas are at. That's where they come from. Right down there is where they destroyed that baseball. They pulled the cover off the baseball, and it stunk. It had a sticky something, some type of stuff on it, like pine sap, but it was not pine sap. It was something else. It was nasty. And I got it on my hands, and I could smell it 2 days later, even after scrubbing them and using Ajax. It's a weird place, but we're getting rid of it. We're not going to stay on this. I don't think any of that stuff is good. But y'all have a wonderful day. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. God bless each and every one of you. Until next time, be safe. Hey guys, this is Donnie of Standing Goats Rescue. I'm going up here to put out some corn and some minerals for the deer. We do a lot of target shooting up here, and that's where we put the trash at until we're done. There's one of our targets. I just wanted to bring you guys along with me. Today is Tuesday, December 1st. We had the never-ending live stream last night. And I thank y'all for joining me. Here's the deer track. It's a good sign. We got some really healthy mamas in here. But guys, I wanted to tell you about a friend of mine. I met him through the channel. His name is Nathan, and he's got the YouTube channel called House Knives. He makes custom homemade knives. And he has sure made some good ones. I haven't got to hold one or see it personally. But I subscribe to his channel to lift him up, try to boost him. He's, I don't know if he's got it up yet, but he's building a website, a web page. He's trying to get to where he could do his knives full time as a career. And he's been making these custom knives for, I believe it said the better part of 20 years. But he's got videos up showing how he makes them and kind of introducing himself. But he's an awesome guy. I've spoken to him through email. And I just wanted to kind of do a shout out for him. And if you guys are interested in stuff like that, I would highly recommend that you go check him out. And subscribe to his channel to give him some support and help him get his channel up. He's trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. And probably, like most of us, so that he can live stream. There's the mineral, what's left of the mineral piles. You can see how tore the ground, how tore up the ground is. That's from the deer. We have a lot of them here. But we don't hunt them unless we get one that's sick, or we get one that's hurting the others and aggressive. We'll take him out. But we don't come and sit up here. In the very beginning, when we first bought the property, I did, and there's the ladder stand. But that was before Hurricane Michael, and you can see the destruction. That's when the hurricane just tore everything up. It was such a beautiful piece of property. We got that one large pine right there that's intact, and then we have a large oak back there in the middle of the screen. It's all wooded, but back there is where the activity is that we've gotten from the big fellas. Let me set this down for a minute. I get this corn ready to go. I want to show you guys the setup. Stand by just a second. Alright guys, I spread some corn out. I'm probably going to wait until this weekend to put the mineral out for them. I didn't bring enough. I thought I brought my big bag of it, but I did not. But this is what I was going to show you. This is the tree. Here's the camera that caught the oddities in the area. Where's my finger? All right, there's the bucket where I brought the feed in. This right here is where the deer were. The light was right up here, shining on them. But I want to show you something. I cleared all of this with the tractor. The deer were somewhere right up in here, and the light was somewhere up in here. Now there's a tree here that I could but the light wasn't coming from that. They were way over there by that bucket, and the light was just 5 or 6 feet this side of them, and I don't understand where that light's coming from. And I don't know what it is. I looked when I spread the corn out. I don't see anything. There's no tracks except for deer tracks. Every now and then we'll find them little horseshoe looking tracks. They're small. It's not a horse. I don't know what it is. That's a giant deer. It's a big one. But it's just horse tracks, and it's bipedal. It definitely is not four-legged. The four-legged tracks, I'm going to show you, they double step, like this deer. There's a track. You see that? That's 2 tracks. They step inside their own footprint. They have a double step. See that one there? It's a double step. And there's a double step. Your four-legged animals, when they walk, they leave a double step. They step inside their own print. And them horse prints that were out here were about the size of the bottom of a coffee cup. They were not big at all, but they were bipedal. And they walked right through this area. They went around that one standing pine right here. The trail went right around them to somewhere back up in here, about 60 or 70 yards from me, and it just stopped. And it's sand all out there, just like it is here. And the tracks just stopped. They didn't go anywhere. There was nothing to climb. They didn't jump. They started right here. It was 2 different times in a month that we came out. The track started somewhere right up in here is where the very first hoof print was. And there wasn't 2 like he jumped and landed there or fell out of a parachute or something. It was just 1 step, like he stepped out of a different existence. And he stepped right there and he just walked around. They were spaced apart about the stride that I have, which isn't much. I'm short. I'm 5'9", but it was just if you were to walk fast and take the bigger strides, it was like that. I'm going to put this up and I'm going to take a walk. I'm going to go back over here while it's early in the day. The big fellas, that's where they come from, is that side. And that clear thing, I'm not sure. I think, no, it wasn't that pine. I'm not sure. The tree fell now, but there was 2 trees. All right, we had a tree right over here. Not this one. There was another one that ladder stand used to sit in. Hurricane blew it over. And that tree is now right here. I drug it with the tractor and moved it. And that big one blew over. But we come up here one day and this was all big pines. And this one, that stump you guys see right there, that tree was twisted off. That was before the hurricane. It was twisted. I mean, you can see where it was just ripped. But it was alive. There was nothing wrong with that tree. It was not damaged in any way. Because the trail the deer used went around this tree, this stump. They came from that other side and they went around it. My stand sat right here. There was another tree somewhere. It may have been this dead one. It just doesn't look right. But there was a big limb on it. And that's where I saw that first clear figure, that transparent creature. He was squatted down, and it was the same height as that. And he was staring at me. Well, he was looking my direction. I couldn't see his face, just his outline. And it scared me so bad I got down and left. But anyhow, I just wanted to share that with you. A little bit of useless information. Let me put this corn bucket up. It's still got some in it, and I'm not going to be dragging it around. I'm going to go put it back in the car, and I'm going to start filming. I'm going to do a little walking. We're going to look around and see if we can find anything. I haven't been up here in a little while. Stand by.